Another eventful day in Dublin today, specifically in Croke Park, the home of GAA in Ireland. And an Irish woman was thrown out of Croke Park today for praying the rosary, for saying Hail Mary in Croke Park. She was escorted off the premises. Why is that, you might be wondering? Is that not a little bit off? Well, today approximately 700 Muslims were in Croke Park celebrating their Eid festival. 700 of them in there. It was a ticketed event, I believe. There was a protest outside of Croke Park. A group of Irish people had got together and said, this place is very important to us. This place is sacred to us. We're not happy with what's happening in here today for various reasons. And one lady took it upon herself to go in and pray the rosary, and she was told to shut up and effectively thrown out, not using physical violence, but she was escorted off the premises and had to grab her shoes on the way out. So there's some reports coming in from this one this morning. This was covered on RTE News, but it was also covered by Mr. Philip Dwyer, who happens to spring up all over the place. We were talking last night about the Cork protest that's happening tomorrow in Grand Parade in Cork, 2 p.m. if you can't get down to that. But let's look at some of these happenings here from Croke Park, and we're actually going to hear from the lady that was thrown out, so you can hear it directly from her, and the link for the full live stream will be in the description box below this video. Philip was down streaming the whole thing, so feel free to check that out. It'll give you a flavour of who was there, what was said, what happened, what the atmosphere was like, and so on and so forth. So let's hear from this lady first and foremost.
And here people think it's okay. I asked them, like, is your job worth it? The man that put me out, I said, your father, your great-grandfather, are you not ashamed of yourself?
On what grounds?
To me.
What grounds did he put you out?
They just kept telling me to shush and be quiet while I was saying the rosary, but I said it all the way out the door. Told me to shush, that there was children around. Shush.
And you're obviously emotional now about it. I don't blame you.
As I said, I wasn't hurt. Nobody put their hand. I was just asked to leave. I made sure I grabbed my runners on the way out because he took my shoes off me.
It was very brave of you to go in there on your own and do that.
I'm just sick of it, Philip. I'm sick and tired at this stage of what they're doing. They're taking over our country. We've nothing left. They're stripping everything, our history, our culture, our religion. Everything is being taken from us.
This has been rubbing our noses in it here today.
Absolutely. And I said, no way. There's absolutely no way could I let that go.
So this woman was extremely emotional about what happened to her, about what is happening to Ireland. She went in, she prayed, she expressed her faith in the middle of Dublin, in Croke Park, and she was told to shut up and effectively escorted off the premises in a very distressed state. Now, personally speaking, I don't know why Croke Park has been selected for this celebration of Eid today. I understand the venue is huge, slap bang in the middle of Dublin. When GAA matches are played there could be 80,000 people in attendance. So this event took place indoors in Croke Park. Why was Croke Park selected? Why was this not held somewhere else? I don't know. If you know the answer to that, leave me the answer down below. The answer to that question, leave it down below in the comments section. Why was Croke Park selected for this? Why was it not done in a neutral venue, possibly? Because if the truth be told, if a group of Irish Catholics had gone to a mosque, possibly, or a ground that was very sacred to people from any other religion for that matter, would they have been allowed to express their Catholicism there? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Anyone. Feel free to answer that question. So this lady's frustrated, and for reasons that Philip points out in his live stream, Croke Park is sacred to many Irish people, to many Irish Catholics, because of what happened in there, what it represents, what the GAA represents. And here today we have an Irish lady that was removed for going in and praying the rosary. So, you know, it's a big place. It's a big place. Maybe they could even have, should she have been moved at all? Answer that in the question. There's so many questions. I'm throwing it out there for healthy discussion and healthy debate. Should she have been removed? Should she have been ushered somewhere else? Should the event even have taken place in the first place, given what I've just said? I'm just asking the questions. We need to be able to ask questions, because if we can't ask questions, what position does that leave us in? Position does that leave us in? And one of the men that was organising this event, or one of the men inside, he gave a chat to RTE. RTE didn't interview this lady, by the way, but they did interview one of the men that was inside doing the celebration of Eid. Let's hear what he has to say.
I mean, a lot of people were concerned about the protests, and I saw them protesting outside. I just thought the flags looked very nice. I thought the Irish music was lovely. So, you know, why not go to them and let them know? And so I went to them, I thanked them for the Irish music, and they were taken back. They were shocked, like, what's happening here? And I said, look, you know, I'm here just to say hello. And I believe in bridge building. I believe in talking with people. And I believe that often people have a lot of misunderstandings, prejudice, because they have never engaged and interacted. It's only through interaction that we can change the narrative. So I strongly welcome them. I have in fact invited them to the Islamic Center, to the mosque. They can come, speak to me, ask any questions about my faith, about my community. I'm happy.
So there you have it. We have this imam, or this Muslim leader in Croke Park, expressing his faith, expressing his religion or ideology, whatever you want to call it. And you have an Irish lady that was escorted out of there for praying the rosary. Is that an inversion? Or is that something that's just to be accepted these days? That's the progressive New Ireland. The New Ireland that we're being told that our politicians want to see. They don't want to see an old Ireland. They want to see a new Ireland, whatever that means. So is this a strange optic to you? I'm asking the question. Is this something that would be tolerated if things were reversed in another country, in Saudi Arabia, in Iran, for example? And the actual reporting on it, just to finish this off, just so you can see for yourself, protests as Muslim community marks Eid al-Adha in Dublin. Over 700 members of the Muslim community have gathered in Dublin to celebrate Eid. The festival of the sacrifice is regarded as the holiest festival in the Muslim calendar and was celebrated indoors at Croke Park. A group protested outside the venue as attendees arrived. Sheikh Dr. Umar al-Quadri of the Irish Muslim Council went out and wished them a good morning. Inside, as the call to prayer began, a woman stood up holding rosary beads. That's the lady that we've just saw in this little piece that I put together. She was holding rosary beads and began to recite the Hail Mary. She shouted shame as she was escorted away by security. There was no reaction from members of the Muslim community in attendance, which included children. Addressing them, Dr. al-Quadri said the tactics were not nice or respectable. He said the doors of mosques are open for Irish people to visit. He also noted that organisers of today's event included Christians. Okay, so the doors are open for Irish people to visit, but when they get through the doors, can they do as they please? Can they express their religion as they please? Are there protocols that need to be followed? Rules and regulations that need to be adhered to? Given that visitors are going to another person's place that they regard as a sanctuary, as many Irish people do regard Croke Park. I'm just saying we need to talk about this. And the comment section under these clips is always lively. People are very opinionated, which is great, and they can say what they please. So leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions below, and you can tell me what you think of this event. So let's see what happens. And for now, I'm Rick Munn, No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.